All right, today the topic is your hands, fingers, and wrists. We're going to show you the best stretches you can do to alleviate pain and keep them moving so you're functional on a daily basis.
So we wanted to fit everyone's needs with this video, so we're actually going to go through 5 different stretches for wrist, finger, and hand issues, and you're just supposed to pick the single best one that works for you.
There you go. All right, I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
And if you're new to our channel, like this video, please subscribe afterwards. Anyways, let's get to the 5 exercises. Brad?
5 of them. Yeah, so again, let's look at all of them. The very first one's a good general one. Most people will do well with it. It's simply open up those hands as far as you can. Some people won't do it very good immediately. We'll take care of that in a little bit. And then close. See if you can get your fingertips to your palms. I've had many mornings getting up where I cannot touch my fingertips to my palms. I'm getting much better with it because of these. Number 2, do about 10 of those, 5 to 10.
You are getting old if you have trouble with
Well,
that.
I got gray hair, you know.
Anyway, I have no hair. Anyway, number 2 is wrist extension with finger extension. So you're actually going to take one hand, push the other fingertips back this way, and extend the wrist in this motion. And then you're just going to kind of go back and forth. You can either do hands touching like this or just fingertips, whatever is comfortable for you. And if you're tight, you may not be able to get back very far. That's okay. Just do what you can and push as far as you can comfortably.
Yeah, now if you have just one finger that's really tight and flexed, you can just work that single finger back. If your fingers are fairly good, but your wrist is tight and stiff, just work the wrist and isolate it. Those kind of techniques can really work out well. Boy, I like to do this and do the prayer one where you go like that for the wrist, and then I roll it into my fingers. Let's go to wrists, a global exercise. Oh, nice job on that one.
Well, my pinky kind of gets bent weird on this one, so I need to work on my pinky.
There you go.
At times. Anyway,
the wrist, a good global one for the wrist is actually just circles with a loose fist, not getting it tight. Roll it as far as you can, big circles, and go both directions. This is one where a lot of people will have some of that crepitus, or the joint actually does that cracking. Now, it's okay, especially if it doesn't hurt. If it's painful, be gentle with it. It should improve as you do more.
Now, there's another one you like to do where you actually pull on your wrist a little bit.
Wrist decompression. So what I like to do, if it's my right one, I've done this many times, my wrist feels like it's like there's a kink or a knot in it. And what I do is I relax this hand. I put it in a position just like this. This hand is going to do the work. This is completely relaxed. I grab just here above the wrist line there, and I relax this hand. Where's a pillow?
I've even done... You're including your thumb, which you can do. I can actually do it without my thumb.
Yeah, you can do it that way as well. I always do it with the thumb. And if you're on a chair, you rest it on an armrest or put a pillow here. That's optional. Now I'm relaxed with my right arm and hand, and I pull. Can we get a close-up right here? All right, we're going to pull and watch the wrist joint. If you look closely, it actually separates. It's not a big separation, but I can definitely feel it, and I'm relaxed. Now watch, I'm going to hold the hand still, and I'm going to rotate the ulna and the radius bone. You can see that right there. That really separates and gets that joint moving, gets that synovial fluid in where it needs to be. And you're going to do this, maybe 30 seconds. Just depends on how it feels. You can go more as long as it feels good. Mine feels better as I do it more. There. And I'm going to follow up some wrist circles. Is that good?
Oh, that's pretty good. I think you should name all the hand bones, though. Those are fun.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that later.
The next one is individual finger motion helping with the other hand. So this is for the people that maybe number 1 is hard for. They can't make a fist or close very far. So what you're going to do is whatever finger is bothering you more, use the other hand if it's in good shape. Otherwise, you may have to borrow someone else's hands and work on bending whatever joint is stiff. Maybe it's the first joint in the finger, second, or even your knuckle. Just kind of work through what area is tight and slowly work that with your other hand to assist.
There you go. One joint at a time, all the fingers or the one that's tight. tight, this has worked very well. Now, if they're all tight and you can make a fist about like that, I'll take my whole hand, wrap over all the fingers, and I'll just roll them down in and get them all to touch at the same time. That may be too much. You have to go one at a time, or, use good judgment, do them all at once.
We should mention, if you are pretty stiff or in the morning, sometimes just warming your hands up under some hot water before these can really help.
There you go.
And tip number 5 is actually the thumb.
There you go. Now, the thumb's that unique joint or unique finger because it opposes, it has different motion, and you can do the same joint motion here and here. You can flex it in towards the palm, bring it out just like we did the fingers, but there's a joint right here. It's called the carpal metacarpal joint. A lot of people forget that one, and that happens to be the one that really can cause pain, particularly with arthritis. So I'm going to actually grab here, and I'm going to move that joint individually, and I'm going to actually pull on it, give it some distraction like I did the wrist, do a little rotation, flexion, and then also massage the muscles around there and get those muscles to relax, more blood flow, get it to relax. You can really do some good treatment on that joint, making your thumb functional without pain. A little practice is important.
Now, if you find all 5 of these functional and work good for you, you could certainly do all 5, but just pick the one you really need to focus on and do that one each day.
There you go. All right. I hope this works. Be careful with your hands. We want to keep them working.
But wait.
Oh, there's more.
There's a bonus tip. You forgot what this thing is. It's been sitting here the whole time.
It's because we got to turn it on.
I guess. So this is actually a hand massager.
Now, there is a product if your hand has swelling or you have particularly problems getting it straightened out, or just you want to have it feel good. It's a self-massage or hand massager. Here it is. We like this one. That's why we put our name on it. And Mike has it on right there. It does compression distally to proximal. In other words, it starts at your fingers, moves to the palm, and finishes at the wrist. A lot of them don't do the wrist. This does that. Adds heat. What else does it do, Mike?
You can change the mode, so how it is actually working. You can change how much pressure is happening and the heat option on or off, and simply long hold the power button to actually turn the unit on or off. And also, it can fit most hands. You can see the top here is actually open, so if you do have a taller hand, your fingers can come through.
There you go. And this is something I like to use it in a recliner or a chair. You can just leave it on your lap, very comfortable, let it relax. And they also give this cute little finger massager, which I thought was a joke when I looked at it, pulling it out. But it really does a nice job on your fingers. It's very comfortable. It's works some of that fluid. It's just one of those little tips or little extra things, extra bonus thing that is kind of cute and works.
It actually comes with some gloves too, so if you want to use some type of skin lotion on your hands and you don't want that everywhere within the hand massage, I was going to say massage gun, the hand massager, you can simply put a glove on and put it in there, or if you share it amongst a lot of people and people have dirty hands,
There you go. It is one of those nice little things that can, for some people that do like to use lotion, is really a nice thing to have.
I want to mention, it looks like it can be an oven mitt, but it is not. So do not try that.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, now we got another video that's going to give us some more, or give people more options for wrist pain in minutes, right?
So click the video link on the screen. 3 stretches to fix your wrist pain in minutes.
Yeah, well, there you go. Enjoy the day. Keep your hands healthy, fit, and pain-free.
And massaged.
Bob and Brad.